Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on Songs of Six. Let's go over very briefly what we accomplished last time, where I installed some grain farms and am working on a bakery to turn the grain into bread to help with our very low food stores. Added in some cotton farms, so we are now producing textile clothes as well as a little bit of leather clothes and lots of cloth. And we got over here and are working on a flat house for more rooms. We have ourselves a second lavatory, a much bigger warehouse. We're going to be working on a masonry setup here soon and another eatery. Have ourselves a metalsmith along with one ore mine and one coal mine, although not very many workers because we are in a worker deficit. And then of course we laid out our stone mine. We also have a much bigger ox pasture and a lot more farms. So this time we are going to be concentrating on food because we are vastly underprepared with food. And maybe we'll even try and get over to this coal and clay deposit today. I don't know. We'll have to see. However, as you can see here, we are bordered on this side by mountains with just a very small area over here that people can spawn. But for the most part, we're protected on our south and east side, so we need to expand north and west. And one of the first things we are going to do is we are going to clear that mountain. That's going to give us some much needed stone. Deposits that will show me? No, it's not deposits. It is harvestables? Nope. Fertility? Nope. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, let's turn the speed on a bit because we've got a lot that we need to accomplish. Oh no. So we are starting to get our first raids, and this could be bad, especially for the amount of denarii that they want. Wow, we can't pay that, and we don't have any soldiers. Jesus. Okay, we'll have to just have to pay. All right, so we have our flat house built finally, which provides an additional 90 rooms to our population, which is beneficial. We did have a really quick riot of the Talapi, but it didn't last very long, thankfully. So now it's still a matter of trying to get more food and which is not an easy task, actually. All right, folks, so to give you a little update, I have added in quite a few more farms of vegetables and fruits. I've also added in a interlodent pasture to try and bring in a bunch more meat, and that's really all I've had time to do. I have also built the stone mine and employed 40 people in there, but pretty much right now I'm just trying desperately to get our food stocks up. However, I was able to get us out of the red as far as the treasury goes by selling grain. So we're exporting grain. I also moved the exports of furniture from 30% up to 50%. So we're starting to sell that a bit more as well, and that's netting us quite a good price. So we're actually able to start bringing in some mushrooms too. Still trying to get the bakery going, but that one's bringing in mushrooms. That one's bringing in coal. Are we not importing? Ah, there's our metal. So yeah. Oh, there's some metal right there. Cool. Hopefully we can now get the bakery going a bit quicker so that we can start actually making bread and hopefully get our food stocks up to where they should be. We will have to see. The next thing that I'm going to have to get done is I'm going to have to get some pottery going, which means I'm probably going to just import clay because this clay deposit over here is just a bit too far away from the rest of our current village. So we did also get a new status of chieftain because we passed 500 people. We're now up to 656, so that's good. Other than that, let me keep going. In fact, let me get that import of clay going and get a potter set up real fast while we're waiting for the baker to be finished. So, all right, folks. So we have our baker finished finally. I only put 10 employees in there just because we don't have enough employees right now. And I did get our potter finished, so that's going to be starting to churn out pottery here soon, which will allow us to build our eateries. In fact, there's our clay right there, so that's good. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to start turning this grain into bread, and that might be something else that we can export to start bringing in more cash. So that will be awesome there. And hopefully we can get this food supply sorted out quick, fast, and in a hurry. So give me a second. And there we go. We now have our eatery open. And so hopefully that will start increasing our food supply as well. Maybe it will definitely help bring in more employees, which we are in drastic need of. So hopefully we will start getting out of this darned rut that we find ourselves in. All right, so those eateries really did help improve our population gain, especially our Dondorians. Those exploded. So I think the next thing that we are going to want to do is we are probably going to want to get a library so that we can start research. So what we're going to do first off is put a road up like that, and then we're gonna put our library in here, and we're gonna make it quite a big library actually. So that is going to under knowledge. Ooh, and we need a paper maker first actually. So where's that? Crafting paper maker. All right, so we'll put the paper maker right down here, and then we'll put the library up above it. So give me a second. All right, so we got a decent sized paper maker. Unfortunately, that's going to take a lot of metal. So yeah, that's not good. But we have a very big library that can hold 6.1 thousand knowledge, which is awesome. So, yeah, I need to add some more builders. So put that builder, we'll put it right there, which is the corner of an intersection. And then we obviously need some more janitors. That right there. All right, lots to build, lots to build. All right, so we have our library built, and even though I put in so many workstations, we only have 20 employees right now, but that's not bad. My main goal, and I know I said that most of this would be trying to get our food back up, but in order to do that, we need to improve the output of all our farms, which requires the library to produce knowledge. So that's what I've been doing. I've already started to do our farms. We've got a 1% increase in our all our farms, as well as a 2% for our fisheries, because our humans love fish. So as I get more, we'll just keep increasing our farming output and whatnot. Ooh, and there's our husbandry. That will increase our the output of our pastures. Wow, I could not think of the word. So yeah, that's what I will keep doing, and we'll go from there. Hopefully we don't get attacked again, because we still don't have any soldiers. Oh, there is one other thing that I did earlier, and that was starting to get nobles. This bar right here is all our nobles. So I put a noble in as a master of farms, which boosts the yield of all the farms by, I guess, 0.1%. I also down here put a master of mines to hopefully increase our mine output, but yet to see an increase in that. So let me just sit here and try and get our food up. Right back. All right, folks. So I have been doing some expanding, as I said. I added in a few more grain farms here, or actually activated a few more, so now I have a total of 4 grain farms. We have a bunch more fruit and vegetable farms. I also did add in a smaller warehouse here because it was really difficult for this initial warehouse to get all of the food in before it spoiled and turned into winter and disappeared. So hopefully that will help increase. I also did add this canteen. Now canteens are better than eateries, and they actually take the raw food, turn them into meals, which actually give a better bonus than raw food, therefore hopefully extending out the amount of food that we have available. Now, I also noticed that the Hunter's Lodge here really wasn't producing much, so I ended up moving it up here, closer to where there were more animals up here. Sorry, couldn't think. And I also added another warehouse up here to help with the harvest, and as you can see, that's exactly what we needed to happen. Now, I did get over 1,000 population, so now we are lords. Imagine that. So interesting. Yeah, we should hopefully get that going and be able to produce a lot more going forward. And I have unlocked a few more technologies, pretty much just increasing the production yield. What I'd like to do next time would be, realistically, would be either to get tools down here or weaponsmithing, which would allow us to make battle gear and start training soldiers. The other thing that I'd like to try and do would be to get bathhouses, but that's not really a priority right now. Food is the priority. That and increasing the production of metal in general, because right now we are not producing quite enough. So let's just max out our mines for coal and ore, and then we can bring in more population like so. So that hopefully we can start producing more iron, so we can start producing either tools or battle gear. So there's that. Other than that, I think I might call it a day. Because we've actually gotten a decent amount done, surprisingly, and we're starting to get a nice quantity of food. Oh yeah, that was another thing I did. I added a second fishery up here because the humans really love fish. I think it's humans like fish, the Dendorians like fish, and yeah, that's it. So the humans and Dendorians really like fish. So having more fish will really help. Yeah, other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Maintenance is keeping up really well. Supply chains are doing okay, except for ore and coal, but we'll have to work on that later. For now, as always, if you've enjoyed this content, make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of this really, really awesome content. And if you have any suggestions or things that you'd like to see me do later on in this series, leave it down in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. And as always, stay frosty out there.